Chelsea are just 2 wins away from capturing the Club World Cup title following their win over Palmeiras in the quarterfinal. The draw has opened up kindly for Enzo Maresca's side, as Manchester City were knocked out at the last 16 stage. Remove ads. They were made to work hard for the victory against the Brazilian side. Their goal came courtesy of Estevao, the youngster who will join Chelsea in the next few weeks. Given his performance, the Blues may have hit the jackpot. Chelsea's plan for Estevao. The 18-year-old is well on his way to becoming the next big thing in Brazilian football. Neymar even hailed the winger as a genius in January 2024. Chelsea Estevao Palmer. A tally of 27 goals and 15 assists across just 83 senior games suggests Estevao has the potential to be a truly magnificent signing for Chelsea. Playing in an attacking midfield role against the Blues, Estevao looked bright throughout the clash. His equalizer came just after halftime, latching onto a pass before slotting home an excellent finish from a tight angle. He tended to drift over to his natural position on the right and was a handful for the Chelsea backline during the game. Maresca has a plethora of forwards to choose from ahead of the 2025-26 season, especially with the signings of João Pedro and Jamie Gittins. Brazil's Estevao Willian, Brazil's Igor Jesus, and Brazil's Luiz Enrique. That being said, there could still be a role for the teenager at Stamford Bridge next season, with the Telegraph reporting that he is not expected to follow the recent trend of heading out on loan to the likes of Strasbourg, part of the Blue Co group. Excitement is building over finally seeing Estevao in a Chelsea shirt. Although could Maresca even make a move for someone who might turn out to be a bigger talent than the Brazilian? Chelsea showing interest in Premier League starlet. Despite the depth of their attacking options, it appears as though the Stamford Bridge outfit are seeking to lure all the finest talent to London. FFC header, Transfer Focus. Transfer Focus. Mega money deals, controversial moves, and big-name flops. This is the home of transfer news and opinion across Football Fancast. While winning the Club World Cup remains Maresca's main aim over the next week, it is evident that he is still looking to build a squad capable of challenging for the Premier League and Champions League next season. A surprising name has been linked with a shock move across London recently. However, and if a deal goes through, it would signal a real statement of intent. Ethan Nwaneri Arsenal. Indeed, Fabrizio Romano has shared news regarding Arsenal talent Ethan Nwaneri, and it looks as though Chelsea are lurking in the shadows in the hope that he doesn't sign a new deal with Arsenal. As Romano said on X, the Blues are potentially ready to pounce to sign the teenager, with Nwaneri seeking guarantees over his game time at the Emirates, prior to committing his future to the club. The youngster is in discussions with the Gunners regarding a new deal as his current one expires next summer, leaving the door open for a potential move away from North London. If a move did go through, where does this leave Estevao? And is Nwaneri an even bigger talent than the Brazilian? Why Chelsea must sign Ethan Nwaneri? Estevao is just a month younger than Nwaneri, but he already has 5 appearances for Brazil at international level. The Arsenal starlet has yet to make his national team debut, however, but there is no doubt that the 18-year-old will take the next step up sooner rather than later. Both have played plenty of games in their respective top-flight leagues, while also making appearances in the Copa Libertadores and Champions League. Ethan Nwaneri Arsenal Premier League. As such, what separates them? Like Estevao, Nwaneri has been touted as being the next big thing to emerge from his nation. Football talent scout Jacek Kulig even lauded his rise in May 2024, saying that the Arsenal gem was one of Hale and England's biggest jewels after a stunning season at youth level for the Gunners. While the Palmeiras youngster has shown in his homeland, there is no guarantee that he will adapt to English football upon making the move to Chelsea. Maresca will give him plenty of opportunities to showcase his talents, no doubt about that, but he must hit the ground running. Ethan Nwaneri's Arsenal stats last season. Metric: Premier League, Champions League, goals 4, 2, assists 2, 0, big chances created 1, 1, key passes per game 0.6, 0.3, successful dribbles per game 1.4, 1. via SofaScore. Nwaneri, on the other hand, played 26 top-flight matches for the North Londoners last term, scoring 4 times and grabbing 2 assists. When compared via their domestic statistics from last term, the English team not only registered more goals and assists, 6 versus 3, but he also recorded more shots per 90, 2.41 versus 2.06, a higher percentage of successful take-ons, 59.7% versus 31.8%, took more touches in the opposition penalty area, 339 versus 257, and even won a higher percentage of aerial duels, 33.3% versus 20%. Given his performances in the Premier League, Nwaneri should be able to settle into this Chelsea side with ease should a move be secured in the coming weeks. Ethan Nwaneri Arsenal stats. Estevao would have to work harder to make himself a success in England, despite all that he has achieved in his homeland. Nwaneri even scored twice in the Champions League last term, and Mikel Arteta was full of praise for his teen sensation after his first goal against Girona. That's what we love about him. He's very aggressive. Before that goal, he had another action where he made the right choice. He went for it, gushed the Spaniard. Ethan Nwaneri for Arsenal. He never looks nervous. He's so composed, calm, and confident in his ability. At 17, scoring a really important goal in the Champions League is not very common. If the door is ajar for Chelsea to make a move, Maresca must seize the chance.